Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we're keeping it all here in the AFC South. It's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Stroud off of play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, someone got a hand on that one downfield, but he still makes the catch. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
At the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Sending a receiver left. Stroud now on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Stroud gonna go on 4th down. Into the hands of Dell.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29.
Tony.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun now, first round. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
It's mixed in on second down. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Give up the gut to Bigsby. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Has it downfield working the left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory. It's a 6-yard gain. That's going to bring up second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was, how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Going on fourth, here's Lawrence. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
On the ground again with Mixon. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. From the gun, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
They're set up at the 35 now.
All right. 18. Let's go.
A give to Mixon up the middle. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Stroud now. This is complete to Schultz. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw by Stroud. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. To the air yet again. It's Stroud. And it's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. Oh, Brock, the guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Call it 4 yards from their partner and still some ground ahead. Second and goal coming up.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still a full 10 yards ahead of him. It's second and goal. Now it's Stroud. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
The sack makes it third and goal from the outer reaches of the red zone. To the air, Stroud. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Trying to force one through there. And that brings up fourth and goal. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle.
How about that? He gets to add a field goal to his extra point. And 2 series in, he knows he's played a big role in this one.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Takes out a one-stop. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they can just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's second and 11. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll have it 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. He has it at the 13. Juke the defender. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, let's go.
First down, and they go right back to it. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
On the quick, right?
They go play action with Stroud. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you've got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Third and 4 coming up now. Back to throw, Stroud. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. The Texans set to punt. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's second down.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Now it's Bigsby. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
From the 43. Throwing the out route complete. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Running right is Bigsby. He made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 37. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. possibly the most popular route for teams to go to. Sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. Escapes a defender. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
On the quick, right? 19.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Here we go. Tony.
Keeping it with Mixon. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
They are running from the gun with Chubb. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Stroud off the play fake. Schultz with the catch. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play actually gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Second and 4. Here's a screen now for Chubb. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Only 2 yards to the marker, and they're going for it here on 4th.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Running for it, Mixon. biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
1st and 10 from the 41. Nixon on the counter. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That's a catch for Nico Collins. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. And it's the Texans who have 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing again, it's Stroud. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. First field goal was good. His second look from inside of 45 yards. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll double their lead to 6.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good than get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return starts at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Lawrence working from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Jukes one defender, and he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. Here's Stroud now. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk. Working quickly here.
Down by Jarian Hill. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Texans first down.
Here's Stroud on first and 10. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. Tank Dell the touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans bump the lead up to 13 points.
Jaguars 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting at the 10. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's Cox. He's got Washington. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up second down.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. He finds Brown right side. Through the defense he goes. Root to burn. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a one-score game before halftime. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proves worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
On his little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. 18 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. First down throw by Stroud. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to throw it. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. Man, he really lobbed that one downfield, didn't he? Tried to lay it in there for a big completion. I think he just got a little too much loft on it, though, and it's intercepted.
I really do think in that spot, though, Kate, it was the right type of throw. But that air, in this league, you put air on the football as a quarterback, you got to be exactly right. Because as fast as these defenders are, they can recover and go get it, which they did right there.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Dukes out a 1-stop.